Hey YouTube! Oh, that's probably gonna be real loud. Sorry about that. I'm Ross Magas. This is not real life, and as you can see, we have a slightly different video in store for y'all today. I'm sure you guys expected everyone to do this. I'm part of everybody, so I'm gonna do it too. And just to get this set up, we're gonna go a little bit like this. Sorry, it's not full screen, but this helps me scrub through the videos a little bit better. So let's just start. And I think this is really funny that they just kind of put this in there real slick. And actually, you know what? Let's just see, and then we'll get into what we're talking about. Boom. That might be. I mean, that's not might be. That's probably the PlayStation startup screen, and uh, I like it. Um, you know what? Let me make sure you guys aren't getting feedback on this junk. Uh, bump, bump, bump. So yeah, I really like it. I think it looks great. PlayStation is clearly about making a change now. Like, and of course, they're really about showing us all those particle physics. Like, let's take a look at this real quick. Bam! Look at that. And that sound is pretty good. Let me make sure you can actually still hear this. Oh, sorry about banging the table. I need to figure out a better setup for all this kind of stuff. But you'll have to deal with me, please. Thank you. And so, as you guys all know, PlayStation came out and blew the friggin' house down. Okay, and all you out there who said they didn't, you all just haters. It's like, um, can you tell I'm fanboying a little bit, just a little bit. Um, Honestly, I think the console looks pretty amazing. Clearly, PlayStation is changing it up. Maybe they're trying to signal something. I've been talking with my brother about it, and he thinks he thinks that the white is actually not just a change from the way it looks, but they're trying to show you that PlayStation 5 is different. Something's going on with PlayStation 5, and I agree. I mean, like, hang on, we got all these particle effects going on. They were showing off, like, it seemed like they're like, look, any way you can show crosses, squares, triangles, and circles merging together, coming out of each other, slashing into each other, like smashing, crashing, any verb you can add. We want to see that in After Effects in a way that will melt your computer when you make it. But people will love it. And yeah, I have to agree with them. So let's part the waters real quick for. I love this little reveal right here. So there were, if I remember correctly, rumors that the V shape was there, but they were vastly exaggerated. I think because the dev kit had like a crazy um, U shape, V shape. But honestly, I think that's hot, yo. I think that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. So let's go a little bit forward and take a look at this fade to reveal. Bam. Boom. And I think it looks great, yo. I like the contrast, the white and the little blue accents. You can see them right here with the light. They, of course, like, I don't know. I could tell when I was watching the Game Awards stream, and then I switched over to the PlayStation stream for the actual video itself. Uh, Maybe a lot of people didn't think that the whole thing was gonna be white, but like, some people mentioned, like, yeah, it's just another black box. What is it gonna look like? Yeah, it's gonna be a sleek box. And it's like, look, it's gonna be white. Like, the controller is white. That's why they showed it to us that way. Um, Another thing they're really like wanting to show is, like, we'll get to that later, but um, this looks like it's pretty tall. Where's my controller? So this is one, two, three, four controllers high. Um, that's a so that's taller than my PS4 is wide, um, and I'm I'm getting this, so I'm probably gonna get the disc version. They show later that there's a discless one. Let's see if I can hit that right here. I wonder if these are vents, these little ports right here. Either way, the accent looks really great. I love this curve, and they also show a little bit. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. Okay, we're looking at eject, power. There, everything looks real sleek and stylish. And actually, a lot of people were wondering if there was reveal that if it can be sideways, because it is pretty tall. And it makes a statement like if anyone sees this, they're gonna see that and be like, "What is that?" If they didn't already know. Here we go. It looks like there's a slight curve this way too. Like, whoop. Let's see if we can get a better. Maybe not. I guess it's a flat, but there's definitely a curve here. Here we go. So, I think people are already saying this online. Part of it is going to be the price point thing, but part of it is because some people, like, I keep hearing on things like Sacred Symbols and other gaming outlets online that people are saying that we're download only now, like that's the future, nobody wants discs, that kind of stuff. So this could be, it's probably to cater to those kinds of people. It looks like we have a regular USB and a USB, I think this is 3.0 USB-C. I forget what it's actually called. Because that's how the controller charges. So that'd be nice. You don't have to worry about plugging it in the correct way. But this could be, I was hearing on the stream that they were saying like somebody thought that, who was it? I can't remember who it was. But it was one of those famous YouTubers, and they were saying that they think this could be like a way to soften the blow of the price point. I don't know, man. Like as soon as I got a PS4 and I remembered that PS3 was $600, I was like, look, I'm expecting I can go that high. I've prepared for this for years. Okay, so I'm prepared. So I don't really care how much it costs unless it's more than 600. Then it's like that's kind of expensive, yo. Even though I'm still gonna get it. But it looks. Wait, these bases are different. I just noticed that, which makes sense. I guess this does need a wider base to help stand up. Huh. This does look like it has a downward curve. I think they knocked it out of the park with the design on this one, guys. Like, I think the new controller looks real sleek. I've never been really psyched about the camera, but it looks good. Like, I don't know what games are going to utilize it and what functionality it's going to need, but maybe this is going to play into more on the how they changed the button from share to create, so you can like live stream directly from your console with your face on there. I mean, you might be able to do that now. I just don't do that yet, so I have no idea. I hope they will change the headphone jack thing on the new PlayStation, because that has been an issue for me on the current one when you're trying to record. I'm sure all of you out there know this. When you plug in your headphones into your controller, it shuts off the audio on your HDMI. I think these headphones look great. They probably sound good. If they're like the other ones, they're probably going to retail at $100. I think that's how they came out. And there was the old black ones. I think there's a gold set too. Not for PS5. I'm just talking about previously. This is something I'm interested in too, because I'm not sure how much this is going to be. Maybe it's going to be really helpful. Like it will have integration with like things like Netflix, Hulu, and all that good stuff. Because this is easier to hang around. Like, you know, you might just put your controller down and you can have this near wherever you are or something. But clearly you probably won't need it because we all use our controllers anyway for those kind of streaming services. The thing I want to know are, what do these buttons do? Or maybe these are like, you know, square, triangle, circle, X, cross. This is a mic, so clearly this is an analog for the controller. This is the D-pad, I'm guessing. What is that? A center clicker? What can that be? Because I can't think of the use for that in videos, in video streaming services or that kind of thing. Because this actually, you know what? This might have more functionality with the create, because here's the options, the back button. Plus or minus is a volume, I'm guessing. Maybe it just helps you control your TV and media package overall. I could be overthinking it, thinking it has additional stuff, but hey, it still looks pretty sleek, yo. And here's the whole lineup of everything. Of course, they put out the charging pad. But one thing that didn't show in this trailer that I think is really funny that they just kind of hit it is like it's not in this one. It's actually in the sizzle reel that was at the end of the long presentation. And oh, here's just some specs, that stuff they were talking about. Why did I have this? Oh, that's right. We'll get to, actually, let me show you that first. We'll get back to this. So, boom, there it is. It was in the trailer, yo. Like, so they were showing us it's about a controller high. It can lie down. It is curved, and I'm probably gonna have mine set up like this. So, but this thing, like, actually, let me show you guys. See this little thing right here? Speed and duration. I had to reduce this to 5% just to make it fit, so we could like really look at it, because like it's like not even a whole second. So this is how much it was in the actual trailer. Bam, boom, end of story. And I was like, why'd you guys hide that? That's something everyone I think is asking about, which I guess the marketing is gonna go focus around. God damn it, what the hell did it go? The marketing is gonna focus around having it upright because it looks better, I guess. They decided it looked better that way. But it still looks good to me sideways. But in case you were wondering, they already confirmed that the side, you can lay on its side. You know, so let's go back, 5%. So yeah, and the video just like kind of twirls it a little bit. This actually makes me wonder which direction the disc goes into the console now, because I would assume the disc goes in this direction, like so, printed side up, readable side down, and that would be like so printed side on this side and readable side down. But that means when you put it in that, when it's standing up vertically, you'd be putting CDs in a weird way. I guess you'd get over it eventually. But these are all features. Okay, this is the one I wanted. So this actually seems to be like it's going to be a big deal, because not only are they showing it in all the trailers and like all the trailers that revolve around the console itself, but Jeff Keighley in the Game Awards stream, he was talking to a bunch of developers who showed up on the PlayStation presentation. And it was like people like Ember Lab, who were brand new. I'd never heard of them before. The dudes who make Octodad, what's their name? I can't remember. And a couple others. The IO Interactive people were there too. And so I don't know if Sony's pushing really hard for this, because it's one of the things we cannot see until we get our hands on it. And it's a little bit hard to get our hands on it because we can't be going out in big groups nowadays. But haptics seem to be a really big deal, and the dudes who make Godfall specifically were talking about a little bit about the haptics, and that kind of got me excited about it, where he was mentioning that they not only, so he said the rumble in the controller is in stereo, so there's like going to be two main units, I guess, that are connected somehow. They probably are on either end of the controller. And it seems like they're relatively sensitive, or they're very sensitive. It will depend on, I guess, utilization of the developer. Sorry about the crappy quality on this, because I downloaded the 720p version of this video. And so, yeah, they're really hitting this haptic feedback. But he was saying stuff like it's so much that they could do with it, to the point that when the character slides around, so I guess in Godfall you're going to be sliding around a lot, maybe for cover or to like dodge and stuff like that, that they could program the haptics to respond differently to the different surfaces that you might be rolling around on. And they even mentioned that like when the weapons clash, they wanted it to feel a certain way, and even if you weren't hit by the weapon, like the whoosh or like the sonic wave that comes from like moving something that fast, or like hearing something bang really loud off screen really far, they wanted you to feel the oomph of those things, and those were put into the haptic. So there's got to be a large range of what the haptic feedback can unlock, or like just make us experience, because those are very different things. They even talked about like how the slashes would feel different and that kind of stuff. How does a bow feel different from a sword when you're controlling the character? And here in the trailer, they actually show a little bit of this. Like, so it's intense, medium intensity, weak intensity, you know, constant, like pulsing. It has, oh, it still has the motion sensor, of course. Um, But yeah, so they were really pressing on the haptics, and Jeff Keighley was asking pretty much every developer who came on. So I don't know if Sony asked them to talk about it, which is great because that's the one feature we can't see, as they so correctly pointed out often. And like, dude, like, props to Jeff Keighley, right? Because he's knocking it out of the park with all these presentations, and like coordinating with the big guys, and like getting us to get hyped around it, even though we don't have E3 coming out this year. So like they organized something to kind of make up for it for us. So like props to that guy and his connections in the industry. Keep doing what you do, brother. But yeah, so like honestly, I'm probably gonna guess that some people are either gonna hate it or they're gonna love it. And I'm in the love it camp. So I want to know what I mean, it looks like the plastic has like a texture, so it's probably going to be a matte white. Yeah, yeah. Clearly, it's like a matte white with a high gloss finish on this black to contrast it. I guess these are vents, and they did talk about how the vents were so loud on the PS4, so they probably worked on it in Mark Cerny's Road to PS4 video. They worked on making sure that you could access the power of the console, but without it like going into like overdrive, like turbo, boosting, afterburner. That's the word I'm looking for. Afterburners, as if it was like some kind of F1 jet. But honestly, dudes, I love it. I'm sold. I've been sold, and I'm just waiting for them to tell me how much it is, so I can be like, shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money. Just give me the thing. Take my money. I'm here to give you the money. Okay, so you already took it. But yeah, I guess this is how you do it, folks. Like, if you're gonna reveal a console, you want to do it this way, and I guess especially with how the, you know what, I don't want to be negative, so I'm not gonna say negative things. But yeah, so like especially with all our hardware devices, they're all black, they're all like sleek, they're all whatever. It's nice to have a different one that's got a high contrast, and it's just different than all the other consoles. And you know what? It still throws back to the OG like PlayStation, because you know, if you white and gray and black are all like connected colors. So I love it. I like the blue accent. I wonder if, I'm sure other people have been saying this too, but they're I don't know how many designs would look good in different, how many colors would look good in this design. Maybe I'm wrong. It could be every color, but that remains to be seen. All right, folks. You know, everyone's doing it. I'm no exception. I love it. PlayStation, thank you. I love you guys. Keep doing what you guys are doing. And I'm Ross Magas. If you like this video, please hit that like so YouTube will share it with other people and help me grow my channel. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing more of my content. There's going to be quite a bunch of stuff coming up because of the PlayStation reveals. Look forward to that, please. I'm also working on a review for Streets of Rage 5, and currently let's playing through Final Fantasy 7. If you find that I'm extremely charming son of a bitch and you really like me, you really like me, please consider donating to my Patreon and help me make this a full-time gig. Only ask for $1. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.